Good day, everybody. This is Vic speaking from V Drive. Hope you're doing amazing today. Bringing it to you, 2025 Cadillac CT5, which is in the nice onyx black color, and it's a new facelift and interior, as you can see right now. Right? They changed multiple things in the last few years, but this facelift is by far my favorite one. And this vehicle is packing 2-liter turbo, which is paired with 10-speed transmission. I'm going to get into specs in a second. But check out the front LED lights, right? You have the nice lights right here, goes from here. The nice stackable lights, and obviously you have front sensors and all that stuff, right? Looks pretty cool, looks very luxurious. And cherry on the top, you have the blacked out grille, as you can see, with a touch of chrome. And of course your signature Cadillac badge. Looks pretty cool. If you'll come to the side right here, you have the nice low profile 19 inches aluminum brushed rims, the gunmetal look to the wheels, and you have dual rotors at the back, and of course very high performance brakes there too. There is another performance package that comes into this where you can have a Brembo brakes, which this one doesn't have it, but when you'll go to the twin turbo engine spec with 10-speed transmission, that's gonna give you about 405 torque, right? That's where you can have that option there too, right? Let me just show you a quick walk around of the vehicle, then we're gonna get into the nitty gritty of the vehicle, right? Looks pretty nice, nice sedan, right? CT5 a little bit longer than the CT4. Little wing at the back, just give you a nice luxurious look. At the back, of course, you can see, it's a 350T, and of course you have dual set of exhaust, and it's an all-wheel drive, right? Let me just show you the trunk here. There's plenty of space inside here. You can probably throw a couple of bodies inside if you would like to, and there is extra set of storage here with the spare tire too, right? It's a very cool looking vehicle. Depending where you live, if you're really into the sedans, you can have the sedan for just around that 61,000 mark, which is pretty cool for Canada, I would say that, right? All right, under the hood here, you get the 2-liter turbo that I've been using for the last few years. That puts out 237 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. You can also have a 3-liter twin turbo options that gives you 355 horsepower and 405 pound-feet of torque. Now, if you really want to max out your power, you can have a 6.2 V8 engine with supercharger, which is like a Corvette engine, with the rear-wheel drive, and you can get 688 horsepower, which is absolutely bananas, right? It's amazing what kind of power you can get. But if you're more like a person who like to have a smaller engine, you don't want to drive too fast, this will be a great option for you. Let's just get into the engine interior now. All right, let me just show you the interior from inside here. One of the complaints a lot of people have with these cars is the space can be a problem. And honestly speaking, maybe those things are true. For example, like the legroom is not a problem, but the way the whole shape is formed, my head is touching. I'm 6'2", right? My head is definitely touching here. There's extra set of sunroof here. I wish they could do something here, but it's not good enough for me, right? I can open up my cup holder space and maybe, kind of tilt myself down on the side. Maybe that'll be enough, but still, it's not good enough. At the back here, I do have USB-C port, another DC port here too, where I can connect my electronics, cup holders here, obviously, which I mentioned. But yeah, it's not bad if your height is not too tall. You're not too tall. That's what I mean to say. But overall, it's not too bad there, right? For a music system, you have AKG Performance Series speakers, which is pretty cool. I have it right here on the side here too. And just for extra noise deadening, I have acoustic mics right on top of my forehead, which you're gonna find it at the front end too, which I'm gonna show it to you, right? But yeah, let me just show you the interior now so you can see how it is there. All right, so here we are inside the interior of Cadillac CT5, right? New interior, 33 inches screen. And if some of you are in touch with the GM products, you'll see that a lot of vehicles like Equinox, Terrain, Buick Envision, Chevy Blazer, all of these vehicles, or XT5, XT4, they all have this 33 inches screen, which GM Motors have put in all of the vehicles actually. So if you look right here, there's a nice leather touch with the carbon fiber and of course the air vent. On the door, you can see black leather and brown stitchings on top of it. Looks pretty nice. And if you look into the seats, very comfortable seats, right? Nice perforations there for the cooling seat and of course heated seats there. And if you have if you need more support for your thighs, you can extend this portion here, right? Just like the older body style, you have wireless charging here, all the buttons here, and you have extra mode selector, your transmission shifter, 10 speed, and extra set of storage right here with extra pouch here, right? I'm gonna quickly put it in the accessory mode. I'm gonna talk about a few more things. So this specific version does have the sunroof, which is pretty cool, right? Some of you can get one without the sunroof too, right? And steering wheel looks really good with the paddle shifters, nice leather wrapped. It's thicker on the top, and you have Super Cruise. By the way, one thing about the Super Cruise is now in 2025 you have 400,000 miles of coverage in US and Canada, and it's going to be up to a million just towards the end of 2025 or mid or 2026. That's what GM is projecting. So you can go from here to anywhere as long as there's no accidents or anything like that without touching your steering wheel, as long as you're just sitting straight, because there is a camera on your steering wheel that watches your face at all the times, right? So here we are inside right here. Let me just show you the screen here. You can actually select, you can check out a lot of things right from the screen. Now, there is no such options to show your vehicle status from the screen here. Now, you'll have to rely on these buttons here. For example, you can check tire pressure here. You can check tire pressure here. You can check oil life here. You can check battery voltage, all that cool stuff just from this option here with the brake pad and all that kind of stuff, right? And you still have Apple CarPlay Android Auto, which most of the EV GM vehicles, they're taking it away. You still have inbuilt Google that's built, and you can literally use it as, like a Siri option. For example, I'm going to show it to you. Hey, Google, what's the temperature like?
Currently in Edmonton, it's -6 degrees.
See? That's something which you can do. Or even if you'll ask Google to take you somewhere, Google will do that, right? Just the navigation part of things, right? And you get all that for 3 years with the remote access and the OnStar that's already inbuilt, right? And if you look into my screen right here, you do have, of course, the heated steering wheel option and Super Cruise buttons, which I was talking to you about. And you can do another thing here. Touch on the screen on the side here, and you can throw your map on the screen. For example, if you are projected to go to a certain space, let's say, you'll have to speed that up a little bit. So I'm in Edmonton. We have a famous mall in Edmonton, close to our home. Now, if you have a music playing on this screen here, you can actually play map on that screen, and it's going to show you step-by-step navigation to whichever place you're going. And you can also add a technology package where you'll have a heads-up display in that, and a rear camera mirror where you'll have also navigation on your heads-up display too, which is pretty cool, right? So there are a lot of things that you still get with this as compared to any other German product there. So comment below and let me know, what do you think about this vehicle? Now, if you're like me, I like 2-liter turbos, but maybe you are more into, 3-liter twin turbo charge, or you're into 6.2 V8 engine. For that, you stay tuned. I'm going to post more videos so you can see the Blackwing version or the V version of the CT5, right? Until then, let me know if there's any other vehicle I can review for you. Don't forget to subscribe and drop a comment below. Thank you so much.